Tewkenaire partner. We're Justin Sunning out here, just snagging up everything.
What's up, everybody? What's up, DeFi addicts, DApp addicts? So, been a while, been a few days. Last week was a really, hard week to be consistent with everything that was going on with me. But I'm back, and when I come back, of course, the market crashes, right? So, crypto is doing really ugly right now, but I think this is a buying opportunity. I think this is the one that gets you to be like, oh man, it was just another fake pump again, and then it starts going back up again. So I'm gonna just hodl everything that I've bought from here for real this time. Unless we start, approaching new lows or something like that, then I might have to get out and try and get back in. And if I get out of crypto again, as far as altcoins go, I'm just not gonna ever buy altcoins again. I'm just gonna stick with Bitcoin and just stick with like DeFi things. But trying to get in things and ride the pump, I'm not doing that. If this is how this time plays out. Yeah, man, let's go look at some stats. HyperTron PvP tomorrow. I'm excited about that for real. I'm excited about that for real. Like, I'm excited about a contest that isn't based on straight up gambling. It's person versus person. I plan to do a live stream playing that on D Live tomorrow. No promises, but I plan to. But yeah, let's go look at some stats.
All right, let's get into it. Hypershot, 120,000 TRX, top 20 players for their PvP launch event. I am very excited about this. Finally, some type of contest that requires skill. So 20% reduced mining rates, 1,000 TRX daily game bonus, 50,000 plus in the jackpot. I'm gonna be live streaming this tomorrow. So go to their Telegram, get into the beta, and start practicing because I'm gonna take all you guys' TRX, all right? So go ahead and get ready. All right, Topia season 12 has started. Divs are starting to go up. I wanna go ahead and credit this to the partnership. I'm not gonna do that, but their divs are getting a lot better. This will be like 0.5 TRX, so divs are way better. This is like over 3 or 4 days of divs. And today, this is at 34 already. So I have 54,000 Topia staked. Also, I have 100 diamonds staked. Gonna give me 14 TRX. And I have, let's see, 432,000 shares staked, and that's gonna get me 5 stable tokens. So that is very dope. So I would definitely recommend checking out TronTopia. This season's thing, this right here, this has really changed the game, and I don't think people have realized how innovative this is. But let me just explain. Basically, every season starts off a new mining session. Everything pretty much resets to 0. And then all of the, let's look at it. Let's go to seasons. So you mine vouchers and you burn them for Topia, all right? And just look at it like you have a week to ROI, and then it starts over. The mining starts over. That's the best way to look at it. So I think people are catching on to this. So the div pool is growing. This was way lower. This was like a couple hundred before the partnership. So I would definitely recommend checking out TronTopia. All right, moving right along. It's been a while since we checked on Hex 2. This has went down a lot. And boy, have the divs been amazing. Look at that, 100,000 overnight again. So let's go ahead and withdraw that. And we're gonna go look at the Hex price. There's a lot of Hex FUD. And I can't sit here and lie to you and say I'm loving it, but like most will do. Wow, 27, I only have this stake for like a day or so. And I've already earned 27,000 Hex extra. And that is due to people in staking very early. When people in stake early, it makes everyone else who's staking get way more rewards. And I think that's hilarious. So I've withdrawn 6.4 million hex, staked 83,000 cumulative, and 44,000. So this is gonna jump up to maybe maybe over 100,000 by the time this stake ends. So I've started doing, you know, massive 130 mil for 7 days. And yeah, so as always, tutorial at the bottom. Let's go look at the hex price. So all the way down to 101. And all the way down, I've been selling hex divs, and I've accumulated 8.2 ETH since I started selling at 179 Vitalis. So let's just say I bought all my hex back right now. Well, if I spent all this ETH to buy hex right now, 8.2, that would get me 8 million hex. Now I sold 2.5 of my stash, and I've been selling divs, and so I'm gonna be able to get, whenever this stops going down, which it will eventually, I'm gonna start back buying. But until then, I'm gonna keep selling hex. So whenever that withdrawal comes through, I'm gonna sell those hex and keep on, you know, accumulating ETH until the price of hex starts going back up. And that's my plan, just to wait it out. If we go to the lobby, we can see that the value or the amount of hex that you're getting for 1 ETH has been increasing. It's up to 622 hex per ETH now. So I haven't been going into any of these lobbies. I stopped going when it was pumping, and I'm waiting for the bottom. I'm waiting for, see, yesterday it had its first up day in, you know, nearly a week. It was just going down, 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 and now it's up. One more day of up, and I will start back ETH cost averaging like I did last time. Remember when I was doing all these vlogs and I was, you know, ETH cost averaging in every day? I'm gonna do that again, but I need to see some stability in the price. And I'm confident that will come soon. I don't know when, but if it goes up and then it goes down, back down again, I don't know. I might do 2 days in a row and then stop and see where it goes. But this is just for gambling, just in case like there's a big drop. You know, like if this would have went down again today, I would have probably skipped out and then went the next day, because everybody's probably gonna FOMO in to the one, you know, like everybody's gonna buy the dip basically. So I don't wanna be the one buying the dip. I wanna be the aftermath of the dip with the second dip where everybody says, oh, I was wrong, and then they catch that one. But yeah, man, Hex 2 divs. Tron Prime, definitely, I think this is a sleeper. It got mentioned in an article yesterday by someone who was trying DeFi on Tron for the first time. And they like this platform more than Bankroll for obvious reasons. It's way better way easier to understand. But they called it a Ponzi because they didn't read the frequently asked questions. So you got to be careful with everything. Like when you're reading and learning, or if you're reading articles, you have to do your own research, man. Because a lot of times people who are writing the articles are even more stupid than you are, right? So don't go off of articles, you know, get your news from articles, but after you get the news, go do your own research. Because if he would have came here and just read the frequently asked questions, like how does it work? He would have found out about the fees, you know, and found out where the TRX is going. But he didn't. He wrote an article without even doing research. So what does that say? It says people who write articles are idiots. So this is a chart. I'm gonna put the link right here. You can pause it if you wanna see, you know, what it is. But this chart right here is like the yellow brick road of all Bitcoin charts. Basically tells you when to sell Bitcoin and when to buy it. So as we can see, you know, selling the yellow, 900 days before having, you know, buy the light green, you know, maybe what, 600 days before having, somewhere in there, 500, 600 days before having. Definitely check out this chart and don't show it to anybody. Like, I even have wrote down the number 900 days and 600 days just in case he decided to take this site offline. I mean, because that's what I would do, because I don't want people selling early or buying, you know. So it's very funny how I didn't find out this site was unknown until like in here. Like, I never knew about it through any of this, but it's very accurate, especially the past two halvings. Like, look at it. You buy, I don't know if you can see it, but you probably can't see it on here, but it's like perfect, man. Perfect cheat sheet. So we're right at the blue. And basically the price follows this stock to flow line, this blue line. And the purple is like the pink is the difficulty. But basically it follows these lines. So we're on track. If we keep on track, we'll be at 100,000 in 2021. You know, that's what I've been saying. 2021, man. What else can we check in on while I'm in here? Since I'm in here, well, oh, my hex. Let's go sell that hex. Keep on accumulating the ETH. And I'll be back in a few hours when I think of something else to look at. When next vlog, Trevon? Right now, Luke. Also, new Tewkenaire partnership from Hex Lotto. 1% of the Hex Lotto treasury. No, it's 10% of the Hex Lotto treasury. Fix it, Nomad. So here's Hex Lotto. Basically, it's a random number generator game. You put in your hex, and the winner gets 34% of the entire pot. I think. I gotta read this again, but it's out, but basically doing a new contract. They're gonna deploy a new contract because the last one had some type of, basically the gas fee was too high when you try to play, so they're gonna change that up. This is Hex Lotto, Tewkenaire partner. 10% of the treasury goes to Tewkenaire Hex 2, which is basically 1% of everything. So this is dope, and I can't wait to get in on this hourly right here. Hexlotto.com, Tewkenaire partner. Man, we're Justin Sunning out here, just snagging up everything. So going off of this chart, if I said that sell Bitcoin 900 days, around 900 days before the halving, that would mean that I sell Bitcoin on Friday, November 26, 2021. I think that's what I'll do. Oh man. Oh man. So what do we have here? This is the new era right here. This right here, man. This right here, this is gonna change. This changes DeFi, man. I'm glad it's Tewkenaire that's doing it. So this is Hexrise. This is the new contract from Tewkenaire. This will be launching this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I can go over it really quick. There will be better tutorials in the future as I get better and better at explaining it, but let's just look at it really quick. So basically, 6% entry fee, 4% distribution plus 1% to Hex 2 plus 1% to Dev. So if we look up here, you'll notice that there's no withdrawal box. There's no rewards. We just have total Hex 3, which is the token, total Hex, staked Hex 3, staked Hex, unstaked Hex 3, and unstaked Hex. So I went into this with 1,000. There's only 10% total fee. That's the most that you can lose. The most that I can lose, right? So 6% entry, 4% exit, and 1% for transfer, right? So, and there's the, the usual staking as well. So basically, there is a price. It's very similar to Crazy, but you know what's different about this price? These two prices? They don't go down. It is programmed to never go down. It is impossible for this number to ever go down. So this is the test net. So don't FOMO just yet. This is just a test net, okay? These numbers do not go down, right? There is no dividends. There is no rewards. The rewards go to raise the floor. So whenever someone buys in, let's go back down to the fees. Whenever someone buys in or gets in, there's a 6% fee. 4% goes to the price. Whenever someone gets out, 4% goes to the price, okay? It's so fucking hilariously dope. So basically, all I have to do is get in and wait for this number this number to come up to the price that I got in at. So 10%. It shouldn't take long. It's all it takes is 2 people playing. We know it's gonna be hundreds of people playing this, right? So this is gonna be dope. So stay tuned for this, man. I'm excited about this. I was a little bit weary about it because it's kind of like directly competing with Hex 2. But I have come to realize that it feeds Hex 2. It feeds Hex 2. So 1% goes to Hex 2. So it's like, I'm gonna have to come with some fresh Hex. I'm gonna have to come with some fresh Hex because it's gonna feed Hex 2. So it's competition, but I mean, everyone has done well on Hex 2. And even the mass exodus of people getting out of Hex 2 to come into Hexrise will pull anyone else over the edge as far as ROI goes. So we're testing the staking and stuff like that. This isn't live yet. It's from what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Saturday at 7 p.m. And I'm definitely, hopefully the price of Hex, let's see. Yes, price of Hex is now at 100 Vitalis. Hopefully it continues to go down. The AA lobby, let's check it since we're here. Let's see what it's at. It's probably nowhere near where it's supposed to be, but gonna see what the AA lobby does. Still trying to hold out on buying my Hex back. I still got plenty of time to collect. I got plenty of time to build up my stack for Rise. When I got in, this was 1.14, and it said and it's only 3 of us. So it's gonna pump, man. It's gonna pump, and this is one where getting in early benefits, but it's not the same because the price only goes up. There are no dividends. You just get out when you're ready, And I only took a small loss. So well, it's not a loss, but small entry fee. So yeah. Get your Hex ready. Hex community. Hex community. Get your Hex ready. So it's live, HyperTron, Hypershot. It's finally here, man. This changes the game. This changes the game, son. Man, PvP, I feel like we just have crossed, it's kind of like Yellow Brick Road where we finally got to Oz. It's like we're finally here, man. And you can buy your own paddle and oh man, this is just so dope. So I can't wait to play this tomorrow live. I can't wait to let everyone know about this. and this is just changes the game, man. With the chat and all of this, it's gonna really change the game, man. But yeah, man, HyperTron, Hexrise.
A new era.